Okay, we've got 3 of the 4 brain trusts here from the admin group, Reverend Kingdom, Facebook. We've got here Bandit, the brain trust of the group. We have the resident princess and the media expert in the group, KC, me, and we're waiting on Angel. I've been looking forward to this all day, and it's because of Bandit. Bandit caused
Poor
this.
Reverend has to wait for all of us to wake up.
You know, I got up this morning. Now, let me back up to last night. I stayed up until we had pick 138 and we got Sneed, right? And I said, okay, it's okay. I can go to bed. We've only got one more pick. I'll get up in the morning, see who that was. Not a whole lot's going to happen. Okay. I got up this morning, turned on my phone to load the messages. Didn't expect very many. Started the coffee, did some other things. I come back and I've got 60 messages. So what happened? I've got CBS, NFL, ESPN, Yahoo. I mean, and I was sorting through this thing, and lo and behold, and I want to get this right. I've been thinking about this all day.
Angel doesn't see the post.
Huh?
Angel says he can't find the post that you made.
It's there.
I know.
Okay.
It is there.
So anyway, Bandit pops up here, and I was surprised he was still awake at that hour. But okay, he says, "Great, now we have 3 punters." Now, mind you, I was still sorting through all my wire service news, and I said, "Really, I'm just going through what happened. Check my post." Okay, so I dumped all 60 messages. I just deleted all of them, and I went and checked his post. And I'm looking at this thing, and I said, "Hey, dude, Brett, WTH, what happened? You traded, got another pick, and signed a boatload of undrafted free agents. What happened here?" And I started going through all of those things and reading them, and I read about these undrafted folks. And after I had my coffee and fed the cats, here's what I said. Here's my thoughts. And this is going to end badly for Bandit when I get done. I said the whole time I wanted some help in the secondary. And we got a boatload of cornerbacks and defensive backs. Yeah, we drafted 2, and we got some on the undrafted free agents. And I said, well, undrafted free agents, you might get a Rose in the Garden or a couple. Wiley's a good example. He was an undrafted free agent. Might be some good folks there. And then, lo and behold, I looked at all of these things, and here's the point. Does anybody realize we have 4 quarterbacks, 9 running backs, and 3 punters? I'm glad I'm not the GM. So this is why this is going to end badly. Bandit, in Kansas City, time's yours.
You know, I'm trying to get Angel to get on here, but.
Oh, he's in.
Oh, is he? Oh, there he is. Dang.
Hey.
I'm not going to badmouth your brother. I'll be nice.
Thank you.
My only question, you've seen all our draft picks, all our unrestricted free agent draft picks. Where are we going to find the money to pay all these people? Because every unrestricted free agent gets a guaranteed $1,000.
Yep.
So
I think it's 107,000 or something.
Yeah. So, and I think they did 10 of them. So that's $1 million right there. Then you got all your draft picks they got to sign. Where do they have a money tree out back that people don't know of, or is it done differently on draft picks or what?
That's my question. I don't know if the undrafted free agents, if that money goes against the cap. That's what I do not know. If
You
it
know,
doesn't go
Bill?
against the cap, money's not an object.
Yeah. I have no clue.
That's an interesting question.
What do you think?
Well, especially with us signing a couple of those players when we didn't have any money.
Yeah. I don't know where all the money's come from. I mean, that's going to be, I guess that's what I'm really going to be paying attention to see where they come up with the money on it. Plus, they're saying they're in talks with Jones, they're in talks with Mahomes.
Yeah.
Something's got to give. Maybe Andy's going out for a second job, a fry cook or something.
Because Andy makes like $5 million a year or so.
Yeah.
Second job is flipping cheeseburgers.
There you go. That's
Anything for the team, right?
Yeah, that's my only question on this whole thing.
That's the one thing I didn't consider was the money. We're not near as bad as the Rams. Do you know how many undrafted free agents they selected? They've got 20.
Yeah, but they also have money.
I hope so.
Well, everybody's got money but the Chiefs. Thanks
That's what I was wondering. I mean, we only had $1.77 in the bank, and they signed that running back, and then somebody else.
They signed a punter, didn't they?
Yeah, they signed a punter. Yes.
Yeah. So that's why we got 3 punters,
9 running backs, and 4 quarterbacks under the tree.
I knew that was coming.
You forgot to mention partridge in the pear tree.
I mean, I wanted secondary help, but what they've done and I mean, we can talk about these guys. I went to bed when we got Snead, and I woke up and we got some C-grade defensive end from Mississippi, I think.
Was it Mississippi or Mississippi State? One of those two.
There's no difference. I've only driven through Mississippi, stopped there and got gas. That's the only thing I know about Mississippi.
Likewise. As a person
and then we got this cornerback from Tulane.
Listen, as a person of color, I stay away from those states.
Well,
and especially at nighttime.
I could tell you a story about when I was stationed in Texas and then I drove home to Alabama. But that'd take too long.
Well,
Stop in Mississippi and get gas in the middle of the night. Well, you know how hot it is in Mississippi in the summer? Brother,
Steamy.
I wouldn't want to live there.
Steamy hot.
Oh, yeah.
And they signed a defensive lineman out of Missouri S&T. Never heard of it.
Well, these guys, I guess, these unrestricted free agents, or what do you call them? UD,
undrafted free agents.
Undrafted.
Yeah. I mean, most of these are not going to make it anyways. It's just, they're trying to shake the tree out, see if anybody's worth anything.
Drafted
Well,
the guy off.
That's what I said before you came on. You might get a couple of good ones out of the undrafted guys. I mean, Wiley is a good example. He was undrafted, went to the practice squad, and he made the starters.
Sure.
So there might be some there. I mean, the kid out of SMU for the secondary isn't too bad, I think, and Davis might not be too bad, another corner. The others, and I still don't know why we need another punter. But I'm sure Bandit can explain that to me.
What's that? I'm sorry, what's that?
I'm sure you can explain to me why we need another punter.
Well, the 2 they just signed together will probably kick as far as the one we've had for the last 15 years. You know, that's my only thinking. I mean, Colquitt's getting old, but he's always been a great punter to get it within the 20-yard line, except for last year. He kind of waved off on them. I'm not sure either one of these combined can get it to the 20-yard line.
Well, if Colquitt is cut or let go, it's only because of cap space.
I don't know, isn't he close to 40?
Somewhere thereabouts.
Yeah,
But it's been with us 15 years, has he not?
yeah,
Yeah, I think he's the oldest tenured guy on the team.
yeah, he's the oldest. But yeah, that surprised me. I was all right with the first punter, but it really surprised me them picking up the second one. You know, if you don't have confidence in the first one, why pick him up? You know, that's a waste of roster space, waste of $1,000.
Yeah.
Oh, 100,000, you mean?
I mean, 100,000. Yeah.
Well, I'd like to be picked up for 107K. What the hell?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they picked up 2 wide receivers back to back from Stanford. Vanderbilt.
Yeah.
Lipscomb and Mosley in the undrafted free agents. Picked up the Missouri offensive lineman, and he was a starter.
You mean at Missouri Show and Tell?
No, Missouri.
Okay.
Durant. Yasir Durant, offensive lineman. They signed him, and he has started before, but they said he's not that athletic, and that's the concern.
Well,
Too many Emo's pizzas.
Well, again, most of these guys aren't going to make it. I mean, it's just, most of these are diamond in the roughs, and not very many of them end up being a diamond.
But like you guys said, I'm not worried about the undrafted free agents. I mean, I really liked our 5th and 6th pick, or even our 7th pick that they traded for. That was an awesome trade
Yeah.
for a 6th rounder for
My-
next year.
you
You're talking
mean
about
Bo
the Keys?
Pete or
Yeah,
from
Keys.
Tulane?
Yeah,
Keys from Tulane, yeah.
Bo Peep.
Bo Peep.
He's not little.
Nope.
He's big Bo Peep.
Actually, I'm really excited about this gay guy.
Yeah.
Not that gay. Ashley. I mean, that's got to be a tough last name to have.
I agree. My dad already said some stuff about it.
Lord.
I said,
I mean-
Dad, he probably got that his whole life.
Marvin Gaye did all right with it.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
did.
that was before Marvin Gaye was way back when. Now we're, that word has. Anyway, I think
Yeah, it wasn't an issue in those days.
I think he's gonna be a heck of a player.
Cheers. Championship.
Cheers. Yeah.
I had no water.
I like that cup, Bandit. That's awesome.
Thank you.
I have
Keeps
that
everything cold.
I have that one as well.
Oh, man. Well, I don't. So,
It's just I've never used it. I even have a Royals one that when the Royals won the World Series that I have
Yeah.
not used.
that's awesome, too. My dad would love something like that. He's a big Royals fan as well.
But looking at the highlights of the was it linebacker? Was it is Gay a linebacker or cornerback?
Inside linebacker.
I mean, he looked like he can hit somebody really good.
And wraps him up.
Yeah.
He's very mobile.
Yeah.
I have no issue with that pick. Sneed. I researched all of these guys today and looked at some tape on every one of them. Sneed is fast. He's a good coverage guy. Right.
Where did he come from? Mississippi State?
I think they
Nigerians? Where'd he come from?
who? Sneed?
Sneed.
Tulane, wasn't it?
Nay.
No, that's Keys.
Oh,
Keys came from Tulane.
I don't know.
Anyway,
Okay.
the problem I've got with Snead, and that's what some of the reports said, is run defense support. He's not really good at it. When he tries to tackle a runner, he tends to bounce off.
Oh, he came from Louisiana Tech.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. They got like, what they say, 4 players out of the state of Louisiana.
Yeah.
In the draft. Keys. I'm just hoping him or one of the other ones they drafted that can play the outside. Because that was where they threw to the running backs all the time, and running backs took off on them. They need a good coverage guy out there, a fast one.
You mean run
where-
defense support in the secondary, you mean?
When they did the screen passes to the
Yeah.
To the flat.
out to the flat,
Yeah,
Now, I
we
don't
didn't
want
do a
that.
good job. That's true.
That's where they burned us the most.
And that's where I say the kid from Tulane will do a good job.
Yeah.
He's fast in the secondary, good in coverage, and he can really tackle.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting for sure.
Now,
Well, I can't wait.
Yeah, one of the undrafted free agents, I think the kid's name was Davis. He was touted to be a draft pick, and he didn't get drafted. And he's supposed to be a good talent, so we may get a good cornerback out of him.
Chiefs, really do well. They normally get one player that they picked, way late in the draft that ends up being really, really good. That's always been the Chiefs. They've been good at that.
This is true. And Angel, I thought about you today.
Oh.
When I was reading about our defensive end that we picked, and I read about him, and I looked at some tape. I think he's a project. And that's why I thought about you. He's got like a C grade for his play in college. But apparently the coaches saw something in him that they can work with and move him up in 2 or 3 years.
You're talking about that Dana guy from Michigan,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I was reading up on him also. They said they didn't have a whole lot on him because I think he played for Central Michigan, graduated, and then had a year at Michigan. I think Reverend is froze.
Yeah, I can tell it was cutting out a little bit.
Cut it out?
Oh, I don't know. I thought.
I thought you were cutting out on this.
Me?
Yes.
A little bit you were, but you came back in good now.
Well, there's 2 things that you can count on in this country. Crappy internet and the power. It took me 2 hours to upload this video the other day. I was 1%, the power went out. Had to start over. I was at 63% when the power came back on and went back off again.
Yeah.
I went back and looked at the offensive tackle we got from TCU. I thought he was going to be a project, but I think he's going to turn out to be pretty decent.
Really?
You see his highlights. He looked like he did really well down there. He's not going to start right away. He'll probably be a couple years away.
So when they draft them, they don't just automatically start like in a game.
No,
And
they do like everybody else. They go to spring camp and fight for their jobs. If they beat somebody else, so be it. If they don't,
Oh, And also, so when they go to training camp, if they don't like what they see, they can just get rid of them. Or
Yeah.
okay. Oh, that's tough.
Well, you know, speaking of spring training, you know, I mean, right now, I mean, I wonder if they're going to be able to do OTAs.
I think New Orleans already canceled theirs.
Have they?
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's a lot of valuable information that these rookies get to KC when they do their OTAs. You know, they're learning techniques. They're learning, learning techniques and, you know, how it's all going to play out. So when they get to training camp, at least they got a leg up.
Yeah, so that's hopefully we have them.
Because they have what? We had 3 OTAs before training camp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the OTAs are like mini training camps for the rookies.
I'm hearing today that I know probably Kansas and the Parsons might do it too, but not to stay at home, but the social distancing might go all the way to the end of August.
Wow.
Oh,
Not the stay at home one, but the fact that a minimum number of people can get into certain places.
hmm.
You know, I'm looking for it to be, I'm not going to go out until it's safe. That's period. You know, but these people are. But I'm looking for them to relax it to where it's 50 people or less in a building, like it was right at the first.
Right.
That will get some people happy, not everybody. You know, but
So, well,
I'm just, you know,
Missouri does it. Then let's see how many people would be at OTAs. I mean, you got your rookies, all the coaching staff,
oh yeah, there'd be a lot of people.
training staff. I mean, I think that's way more than 50, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think, yeah. So it's going to be interesting. But at least if at least every team will be in the same boat as far as
I
OT.
I think where the NBA is letting teams start practicing in cities that are letting up on their stay-at-home orders, and
Yeah.
I'm thinking, well, that's not very many cities for the NBA. Well, they're going to have 2 teams practice because their major ones are still closed.
I wonder if MLB is still thinking about doing all their games down in Arizona.
They're too worried about the minor league right now. They're cutting like 20 teams off the minor league. What did they say? 65 teams off the minor league team schedules, doing away with save money. Hey,
Sorry for my dog barking.
that's right, Casey. Did they lift your restrictions down in Oklahoma?
Nope, not yet. I think they said May 1st.
Ours just made.
Can you all see Bandit? Because I've had a frozen screen for him for a couple of minutes now.
No, Bandit's froze.
It was froze on Angel for a couple seconds on my end.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you look very stoic, but it's frozen.
Huh. Well, let me see if I can restart it.
I should do a screenshot of this thing.
Is it working?
No, let me undo it. Okay, it's coming on. Let's see what happens. No, it says we can't start video. So let me exit. Let me try to sign back on.
Okay.
You guys keep talking. I'll be back.
All
Okay.
right. So, Casey, what do you think about all this draft and all this, everything that's going on? I mean, are you learning? Are you catching up?
I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to learn as much as I can. Even
Yeah.
Eric's proud of me for wanting to learn stuff. I wrote down quite a few names yesterday, but dang, there was so many. I could not keep up.
Well, a lot of the names, like, those are names like your undrafted free agents. Those are tough to. There you are, Bandit.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello. There you go.
Thank you, brother.
A lot of those names we don't even know. I mean, those are names that we never heard of. After like 4, 5, 6, and then of course your undrafted free agents.
I need to learn more about like free agents and all that stuff, like what you were just saying. I need to learn more about all that.
Yeah, free agents, restricted free agents, undrafted free agents, those are all the categories. Yeah.
Get to work.
Hey,
It's like,
I wrote down a lot yesterday.
I'm proud of you.
I've tried, trust me. But yesterday, I mean, golly, they went for forever on those. I thought 237.
yeah, yesterday was a long day for them.
Yes, that goes up high. How high does it go? I mean, in numbers, in picks.
It's always 7 rounds usually.
Yeah.
Dang.
What is the last pick? I can't remember.
Who is it or was it?
Number wise. No, just number wise. What is
Hang on.
I
usually
don't
for
know,
me
278 or something like that.
usually
Yeah.
for me
That's a lot.
after the 3rd round, maybe 4th round, it's like, okay, everything else is just going to be a crapshoot, so I'm done.
255.
255.
And
Tate
I think
Crowder, linebacker out of Georgia.
after they said the Chiefs on 177, I thought that was the last one, so I kind of just didn't pay much attention. I did pay some attention, but not as much after they called that one.
Gotcha.
And I didn't realize they were going to call another one, or I wouldn't have made my post so early. My congratulations.
Well, it was one of those picks where they traded with Tennessee, and nobody saw that coming. They traded their 6th round pick for next year to get this 7th round pick this year. So it's one of those things that, it was a last minute, trade.
Yeah, it happened really fast. That's why I said at the very beginning, I went to bed after we picked Snead. Hey, life is good. We've only got one more tomorrow morning. It's a wrap. Yeah.
Well, I was busy all day yesterday doing stuff around the house, and I had to mow, of course. So by the time I got done, I started my mowing late, and then I mowed right up to about the time it started getting dark. And then I logged on Facebook, and the only thing I saw was we got a 7th round pick, Snead, and that's when I posted on our page, Bandit. Well, who did we get for 5th and 6th? Because I couldn't find anything about that.
Right.
And I was
this is the first time in a long time that I've actually paid attention to the whole actual draft. And it kind of makes me realize how long it went. No wonder when it's live with people in the crowd like it was down in Nashville last year. No wonder there's so many drunk people.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, all they do is drink down there and wait for their team to show up for the next. I mean, a team only does it every hour, every 2 hours probably, unless you got more than one pick. That's a long wait.
It is. Definitely.
Well, I just got a 10-minute, I've got 10 minutes left on this recording, I just got told.
Oh, no freebies today, huh?
No?
I wonder why that was the other days.
I don't know. We scored twice, though.
Maybe it was because it was so late.
Could be, or they're just trying to get me to upgrade to pro.
Could be.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I will
Well,
consider
mean,
that during the season, but right now it's not necessary.
No.
you know, 40 minutes talking to you guys is great.
Yeah.
Even when I have a face freeze.
I did a screenshot.
Because 41 minutes is way too long.
At least it wasn't like,
No. It's very stoic.
You should have snapped a picture of that, RK.
I didn't even realize it. I'm sitting here watching you guys. I ain't watching myself.
Right.
Yeah.
Hell, I look at myself enough as it is. That ugly mug.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah.
Ashley, I'm with you. I mean, after 177, even when they went to get a pick in the 7th round, I mean, this thing is monumental. This thing goes forever. And I couldn't do 6 hours yesterday. I'd be half blind.
Yeah.
You know, it's hard
Well,
to believe that the
And
draft
in my
is coming
house,
down.
it's hard anyway with the kids and everything. So
Yeah, there's a little timer right up on top that tells you how much you got left, how much time you got. Do you
I
see
don't
it?
see that. I don't see that.
Really? I
I
got
don't
one.
either.
7:46, 44,
Yeah.
42.
Of course, you have to go to full screen probably to see it. Are you guys in full
Gotcha.
screen?
Well, I'm on full screen. I see all 4 of us. It takes up my whole,
Yeah.
whatever 8-inch window or whatever you want.
See, I only see one of y'all at a time. I guess that's because I'm on my phone. So whoever's talking is who I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're on your phone, you only see one at a time,
Yeah.
which is good for you. You don't
Yeah.
need to see all 3 of them at once.
Yeah, that could be too much for you.
Yeah, we don't want to shock you too much.
Y'all are funny.
But I'm really happy that you're learning now, Casey. It's a lot to digest.
And don't ever feel like you're dumb at this or anything like that, because we don't know everything.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. I was getting ready to say.
If you got questions, ask. You know, if we know it, we'll tell you. If not, we'll Google it.
But the only thing we know, I think, is that earning inner workings of how the draft works, from 1 to 255, as far as pay is concerned. When you ask, does everybody get paid the same? The first round draftees, they get paid for sure. The second ones, they get paid somewhat. And then after that, you get paid accordingly. And then, of course, your undrafted free agents, they get $107,000. So, I mean, not bad for being not chosen, really.
Yeah, that's not bad at
You
all.
guys want to do this every Sunday morning?
I'm game.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And when we come out, we visit, see what's going on with our lives and
Sure.
everything. But
Yeah, I like it.
at the same time, if one of us comes up with a good idea for our website, we can talk about it then too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would think
Absolutely.
Ashley would do that. I think Ashley would do that. Casey, you're really good at that stuff.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm just dangerous enough to just get on and, chat with y'all.
Well, it's better than me having to go out and do yard work, which I got to do in a little bit.
Yeah, I got to finish the last half of my yard work still. Yay. I would have did it this morning, but it was too dewy out there.
Yeah, I waited till in the afternoon the other day to mow because the ground was so wet and everything.
Yeah. I hate my feet getting wet. It just sucks for me.
Right. I did go out and walk and jog a mile today though.
Yay.
Really?
2 miles.
Awesome. Very good.
I planted
That is-
potatoes this morning.
You did what?
Planted potatoes.
Yeah.
There you go.
Just regular potatoes or sweet potatoes?
Regular potatoes. My boss over here said I had to plant potatoes today.
Oh, there you
Well,
go.
there you go. I'm going to go get my tomato plants probably next week at Farron's.
Well, my wife did hers last week. Peppers, tomatoes,
Yeah,
and jalapenos.
exactly. That's how we get peppers, tomatoes, cucumbers. Shit.
Oh, that's awesome.
When we first moved here, she was really wanting to do a in-ground garden and everything. And so that first summer we were here, I spent the first 30 minutes trying to dig into the ground, which was nothing but rock.
Ooh.
Because we live pretty much there's some caves around here, and it's slate, Missouri slate.
Yeah.
And you can't make a garden in the ground.
No.
There's no way. So all hers are in little tubs now,
Yeah.
which makes her happy.
Well, the only other way to do it is to do above, what do you call those, raised
The
bed.
above raised garden, yeah.
Raised garden, yeah.
bed.
Yeah.
I don't mind gardening until it gets hot, and then it's like, damn, I don't want to be out here.
It warmed up. When I got to the park to walk, it was 50 degrees, and I had a jacket on. By the time I got around the second time, I had to take my jacket off. It warmed up pretty good.
I hate the heat.
But you get a lot more of it than we do.
Yes.
Yeah. What's the temperature now your way?
I don't know. It's warm to me outside.
Yeah, I think it was
Eric
like
says
50.
probably about 75.
Yeah, to see. That's
And
too
that's
much.
hot.
60. It's 60 here, so you guys are a lot more.
60's better.
Oklahoma's got a lot more humidity.
Yes.
And,
Oh my
and,
gosh.
and that's why you guys get more tornadoes, because of humidity, right?
Yes, we had one the other day.
Yeah.
I think it killed 2 people.
I mean, you guys end up having like 4 or 5 a year, don't you?
We have, yes, we have quite a few. And they're scary, and you never get used to them.
Well, no, I mean, you can't get complacent. That's crazy.
Yeah.
You got a
They're
good
scary.
shelter?
What'd you
Do
say?
you have a good shelter?
Yeah, we live in a little trailer park. It's just very small, and we have one, so we all can fit down in there. And they'll like let my dad come and stuff like that, because he lives in a trailer park too. But
Yeah,
I don't know if
one
he has a storm shelter there or not, but he wouldn't go down there anyway, not with all those other people.
of
So
my
he'll-
sister, one of my sister lives in a trailer park, and they have a shelter that they go to when that
Do they
happens.
Yeah.
have
This
they
one's
have
very small. We've been
Do
here
they
for
have
about
ba-
6 years.
do they have basements in Oklahoma?
Yes.
I was wondering.
Basements? Is that what you said, basements?
Yes.
Yes, some houses probably have basements.
Let's see. I think most houses. Well, I don't think the new houses have basements around here anymore. The ones, the brand new.
Folks, we've got less than a minute. If anybody wants to say anything to wrap this up.
It's always good to see you mugs.
It was fun.
It definitely was
It
fun.
was fun.
It was an interesting draft, but I got to tell you, I'm glad it's over.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Now, I guess we just have to wait until spring training to see what's going to shake out, because again, OTAs aren't going to happen, I don't think.
Now,
Well, Clark said that the owners are going to meet later to decide what's going to happen.
yeah.
They haven't even talked about it yet. So
Mhm.
having said that, it was nice seeing y'all.
We'll see you in the chat room.